Hello, my divinities. I am sorry about yesterday. I was not feeling my best. Um, and I don't want to go into details about why. Let's just keep it as I had to rest, okay? But I'm back. I'm gonna try and do the two that I should have completed yesterday. and see where we go after that, okay? I want to say thank you to everybody, both subscribers on Patreon or Facebook. All of you guys are really my main supporters. I am very, very grateful for your support. It really means a lot to me, as well as everybody who takes the time to comment, react, share. Sorry. Those of you who follow my Facebook page or my YouTube channel, all of those things make a difference. So thank you. Let's go ahead and get started with this one. I'm going to do the same format I did yesterday just to keep them pretty uniform. At least the ones where I'm keep using these decks. So let's see. What's the theme for this collective? What's the theme for this collective? This one is miracle, making a difference. Okay, I love the art on these cards. Look at this. Isn't that gorgeous? Let's read the meaning. Number 5. Hold on, let me turn off this candle. Okay. Number 5. Number 5. Wisdom of the Herald says, fly free on the wave of the beauty and be the light of the lantern shining from the forth in the darkness. Make your impact. Make your own path. Make a difference. Be as bold and brave as you can be. It comes effortlessly. Excuse me. It comes effortlessly, but that's the beauty of it. Through the ether, without warning, miracles come every single day. Manifest them. Light that lamp to lead the way. Ask and it shall be given. Seek and find. Ask for a miracle. Place an intention on a situation and allow the universe to flow through and provide. Really ask and set that intention. This is to be emphasized. And when you receive your miracle's blessings, sing gratitude into the stars. Wow. Okay. So let's see what that has to do with today's collective. So we're going to do 2 different people and the overall situation. Tell me about person number 1. We've got, 7 of Swords. Okay. Tell me about person number 1, please. 6 of Pentacles. Okay. Tell me about person number 1. There we go. The Chariot. This is Emperor energy because the Emperor, the Empress are usually the ones driving the chariot. So Cancerian energy as well. Tell me about person number 2. Got Judgment. Tell me about person number 2. By the way, this is Scorpio energy, Pluto energy, 5 of Wands energy. I don't know why I said energy. I'm just saying. One more for person number 2. There we go. King of Cups. Well, this is funny because we got Cancerian energy over here. This could be Cancer as well, but this could also be Scorpio or Pisces. Okay. Tell me about how the situation will end up, the future of this connection. The Wheel of Fortune. Okay. Tell me about the future of this connection. 10 of Cups. Wow. Okay. Happy outcome. Oh, very happy outcome. The Hierophant. Oh my God. Okay. Tell you about the past between these 2. Hermit. King of Swords. One more for the past. Queen of Swords. Wow. Okay. Overall energy, Page of Wands. 7 of Cups, 6 of Wands, Knight of Swords, the Sun. Interesting. I'm going to say that this connection, this connection was probably very different because we have Page of Wands right in the center, which is exploring something outside of your comfort zone. So something about this connection made both people very uncomfortable. Maybe they were from very different worlds, different cultures, different religions, different belief systems, different status or class, financial class, tax bracket, let's put it that way. So let's start with the past. We've got Hermit energy, King and Queen of Swords. That's what I found very interesting. Because intellectually, these two are a match. There's a lot of, I think both people in this connection are loners. They like staying to themselves. With the Hermit energy, I would say that both people are pretty introspective. That may be what they have in common. They both have the ability to reason, to discern the truth, to have insight into certain situations. But with the Hermit here, they also both like to learn from their mistakes, which is why they're at the top of the food chain when it comes to the mind, right? King, Queen of Swords. Because they analyze, they're analytical, they examine. So let's see. Let's start clarifying the page, first of all. Tell me about the Page of Wands. Okay, Queen of Swords. So I'm not sure which side is the Queen of Swords because she showed up here in the past. But she's showing up again to clarify the Page of Wands. So one of these two is one. We have a King and a Queen of Swords. I don't know which is which. Two of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, Nine of Wands. So whoever the Queen is, she's in a very decisive state. And interestingly enough, this is different for her, which means that this may be the first time that she has focused on being very realistic about her connections. Maybe in the past, she was too soft, or she was too overly understanding, overly compassionate. And this is the first time she stepped into Queen of Swords energy. And at first, it made her uncomfortable. The Page of Wands, this isn't her usual MO. But she's realizing this pays off. It's making her more decisive. For example, if this is somebody who was saying, I went to follow a certain career path, and then they go and they look for jobs in that career path, but they keep getting offers that are similar, but not really what they're looking for. As in, let's say this is somebody who wants to open their restaurant one day. And this person's like, okay, I need to learn the restaurant business, right? I need to learn how to manage a restaurant, how to run a restaurant, what makes it fail, what makes it rise. And there's offers out there of, okay, well, let's say there's a company that says, well, we'll offer you a job, but they're a restaurant supplier. So they supply food to restaurants. It's not going to be the same thing, right? At all. Those of you who have worked in restaurants before know that that's not the same thing. I'm not saying that one job is more important than the other. I'm saying that for this person, it is more important to work at the actual restaurant, okay? So this may be something that this person had not originally intended, but somehow they ended up in on this track of life, and they feel like they need to step outside of their comfort zone, not do the thing that they would usually do because that's obviously not serving them. They want to do better. They want to do more. They want to grow. This Queen of Swords wants to grow. So she stepped into Queen of Swords mode. That's why she's there. But this was in the past. So let's clarify a little bit further about the past, because it's talking about the past and now. One thing it could be is that if this was new for her, stepping into Queen of Swords, it could be that this is the first time the King of Swords saw her as their match. Let's see. Clarify the Hermit. Oh, okay. We had two cards come out. The Four of Pentacles and the King of Wands. Four of Pentacles, King of Wands with the King of Cups energy. Six of Wands. Two of Pentacles. So whoever, we have a King of Cups here. All right. So there's a possibility of this being two different, them being like this, you know how we have a King and Queen of Swords. This King of Cups, King of Wands could be one of these each, or it could both be the same person. I'm going to lean towards they both do this because I did get that vibe when I got the Hermit out. But let's focus on the King of Swords for now, because we did have the King of Wands, King of Cups. There's a possibility it's an Emperor, because we do have an Emperor in the Chariot. But I feel like whoever this King of Wands is, they're very focused on something. They're so focused on something, some sort of goal, some objective, that they're kind of blind to everything else. Not that they are trying to be, but I feel like they're so focused, they're trying to ignore the world around them. They're putting on blinders. Let's see. Let's clarify the King of Swords so we know if this is him or not. High Priestess, Seven of Pentacles energy. So this King of Swords, interestingly enough, is very intuitive. Not only are they very intelligent, they're very intuitive. The Two of Swords. Page of Pentacles, Two of Wands. Well, isn't that funny? Queen of Swords showed up decisive. They're showing up indecisive. Ironically, though, this Two of Swords, you notice how she's not the normal Two of Swords, right? The normal Two of Swords usually shows the swords crossed over her heart and she's blindfolded. Not here. Which means that either one, he's not actually indecisive, but he's giving off the energy that he is. Oh, wait. He is showing up with High Priestess energy. So it's not clear what is on his mind. That's the thing. Interesting. With the Seven of Pentacles, this person is, I'm telling you, they're investing into something. Okay. So I'm going to put the masculine on this side. Because we have Six Pentacles and then Seven Pentacles. I feel like there's a follow-up here. Plus, we keep getting the energy of them being intensely focused, and the Chariot kind of supports that. But that doesn't mean she can't be focused. But right now I'm leaning towards this is the masculine. And they're keeping things to themselves. The High Priestess, I'm not going to say that they're trying to be deceptive, but I feel like this is somebody who has a goal that this is what they've learned. They've learned, life has taught them that you don't share what you're working on. So even if it's making the Queen of Swords look at them like they're being indecisive, that's not really their priority right now. Their priority is something else. Talking about the Queen of Swords. Hold on. I already shuffled these, but I don't know why I'm getting the... Let me shuffle them real quick. Because overall, we have to keep in mind that we have the energy of a miracle here, right? So let's see. Clarify. There we go. Wow, quick. Queen of Swords, Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles. Again, the Moon. I see. So the Knight of Pentacles paired up with the Queen of Swords tells us that the Queen of Swords is very, she's kind of like a slow and steady wins the race type of energy. She's very direct and she's very stable. So she'll probably have trouble understanding someone who keeps things to themselves because that's not how she is at all. So Moon card means that there's a lot of confusion for her. She doesn't understand this person. She's struggling to. But Nine of Wands beneath that tells us that the reason she doesn't understand this person is because this person doesn't want her to. They don't want to be understood. They don't want her to be able to see through them. So yeah, I'm going to lean towards this is the masculine because they're also showing up with Seven of Swords, which would, enhance the energy we keep seeing here. So this, let's assume this is the masculine for now. And masculine energy, I'm not saying they have to have a dick. Oh, by the way, somebody said my sense of humor must come from my Mercury, my Scorpio Mercury or Scorpio Venus. And they said, you must have either one. Guess what, guys? I have both. That's why y'all are screwed. No, I'm just kidding. Anywho, Seven of Swords. So this is them. You see how they're like in this little hood. They're doing this little cloak and dagger thing, covering their face, like going down this, suspicious looking alley or whatever it is. I'm telling you, this is somebody who doesn't like people getting close to them. They don't like people knowing them, which is kind of weird, but okay. Clarify Seven of Swords. Let's see. Clarify the Seven of Swords. And what did I just say? What did I not just say the moon confirms that there's the masculine? And here we go. With the World, Six of Cups, Justice. Well, these two definitely have some sort of soul contract. So this doesn't have to be this doesn't have to be a soulmate as in they have to end up together, but this is a soul tie possibly, or hold on. Excuse me. That was me sneezing. Sorry, I know those weird noises. Anywho. But there's definitely some sort of karmic connection between these two. With the World, though, it's about to finish. It's about to conclude. How it concludes, well, that'll vary, right? Because it's a collective. So with some, the World card may indicate an actual closing of this connection. The Queen and King of Swords will receive some sort of closure and move on, or they're about to go to the next level. So with the Moon card here, whoever this masculine is, I'm just going to call them masculine for now because I don't know if they're the King of Swords, King of Wands, the King of Cups is her. But still, they like hiding. This is somebody who's, I would say they're very much not only an introvert, but they take introversion to levels that I think this person has problem making connections with people because this is somebody like this, they're going to have a really hard time forming bonds with other people. Let's see. Tell me about the Six of Pentacles. Tell me about the Six of Pentacles. That's why. Interesting. So one of the reasons that they are so shy, let me get the Page of Cups. This is someone who they may have been, there's some female Queen of Wands and they're showing up as King of Wands. So there's some feminine energy, I shouldn't have said female, feminine energy from their past that put them into Ten of Swords mode. Like they did everything. Because this, look at that, and the Three of Swords right beneath that with the Emperor. Okay, so this might be an emperor, but they're a wounded emperor. Because you see this? This is, I forget his name, but he's a warrior. who literally lashed himself to a stone or to a tree trunk, something like that, so that he could keep fighting upright. So this is somebody who they went above and beyond to make something work. This is why, guys, this is dangerous. This is a dangerous game to play, in the sense that when you give everything you've got to making a certain situation work, you put all your eggs in that one basket, right? And then it doesn't work. Sometimes it can leave you feeling like, if that didn't save it, I don't know what will. But that comes from the belief that it had to be that person. And this person is confused right now. That's why they've become a hermit. Because honestly, I think they truly have become a hermit. Because they feel like, no, you don't understand. It doesn't matter how much you fight for people. It doesn't matter how much you do. They'll leave you. Guys. Okay, let's go back to my analogy about the restaurant, okay? So let's say that there is a restaurant. Let's say that there's a bustling, busy, successful restaurant. And then an employee comes in and they start, knocking things out of the park. They do things really well. They start advancing really quickly, getting promoted fast. But once the owner has a conversation with this person, they realize, oh, this person's only here to pay for law school. Once they've finished law school and move on to a different job, they're probably not going to be here, right? Because this is temporary. They're not meant to be there. Now, if the owner says, no, I must have this person work in my restaurant, they do so well, they shouldn't be in law school. And then they go above and beyond to try and retain that person. Or maybe they raise their salary, they start giving them more days off, they start giving them special privileges and letting them get away with things they would not let other people get away with, etc., etc., etc. By the time that person leaves anyway, because they weren't going to be there, that owner is going to be filled with resentment. They're going to be angry. Why? Because they're sitting here like, I was investing into you. You were supposed to stay, but you can't force people to stay. And this person didn't force anyone to stay, but I think that they thought that as long as they fought with everything they had, they could make them stay. So it's kind of like it amplified their abandonment issues. Because somebody who fights like hell, somebody who does that, who fights like hell to not let anybody walk away, that indicates abandonment issues. Because there's a difference. People who say, oh, no, I fight like hell because I'm loyal. No, there's a difference. You can be loyal to someone and still cut them off and still say, no, your behavior is unacceptable. If you don't want to be here and you keep sabotaging this, just go. I will be loyal to the bond we had, but I'm not going to be loyal to you. Stop walking all over me. So that was a terrible history, right? And it has left this person suspended. The hanged man is suspension. They're still frozen in time. They're still frozen in the past with whoever this Queen of Wands was. So now that someone else, this Queen of Swords, is showing up and is very direct and very vocal, it's difficult for them to believe it, honestly. Because whoever they dealt with in the past wasn't like that. They never knew what they did wrong. They never knew why this person didn't want to stay. They never knew. There's a lot they didn't know, or they weren't listening. And so this Queen of Swords, being as direct and vocal as she is, to them, they're like, there's got to be something off here. They're a little emotionally stunted. I know that sounds weird, but they're very generous and they're a very giving person. So I think that all they see is the world doesn't appreciate generous people. The world doesn't appreciate loyalty. The world doesn't appreciate, they've kind of been in this place of, I don't know, like they stopped. Their whole world stopped when this happened. Tell me about the Chariot. Tell me about the Chariot. Wow. Queen of Wands. This is a little disturbing because we just saw what they went through with another Queen of Wands. Oh, see, what did I just say? Did I not say they haven't gotten over? I'm telling you, They haven't gotten over it. Okay, so that's even worse. I think this is awful in the sense that this King of Swords may be having a friends with benefits connection with their ex. They're still not over this. They're still not over this person. That's why they're stuck. Not only that, but they're looking for a replacement. With the Chariot here, well, there's two ways this could go with the Chariot here. Either one, this masculine is determined that they will win their ex back still, which is why they don't care about the Queen of Swords and what she's saying, and whether what she's saying is true or not, they don't care because they've got another objective. Or two, it's still that they don't care about the Queen of Swords and her objectives because they're focused on getting a copy of their ex, because the Queen of Wands showed up as their ex, as their past. And her showing up in what they're determined to get means that maybe they want someone just like their ex because they're still not over it. Interesting. Let's look at the feminine side. Tell me about the Judgment card. Tell me about the Judgment card. Oof, well, this one's about to fall out. Might as well. We've got the 10 of Pentacles, the 9 of Pentacles, and the 4 of Swords. Wait a minute. Oh my God. Don't tell me that these two are okay. So if these two were married and the masculine feels like they did everything they could to hold on to their queen, and then she left them for someone else, the queen is willing to work things out. Because this showed up as the card of why they were stuck, and they were stuck on the Queen of Wands. Now we go to her and she's stuck too. 2 of Cups, the Devil. She's obsessed still with this person. She's still in love with this person. You know, what's interesting is she might have thought that she'd be better off single. She might have thought that she would do better without them. But something about the separation helped her heal a lot. And she realized, no, this is my match. This is my person. So they're trying to recuperate this. So, okay, that means both people want the same thing then. Let's see. Because not really. 5 of Wands means that they're at odds. They don't believe each other. They both keep a lot of things from each other. Without trust, it's really difficult to build love. Tell me about the 5 of Wands. Wow. Okay. Got the Knight of Swords and the 10 of Wands. So there's still a lot of conflict between these two. The Sun, 6 of Wands, 10 of Swords. There's still a lot of conflict because of the past. So whoever it is that feels like, oh, I did the most to hold on and you didn't, there's still a lot of resentment there. There's still a lot of hurt. And it creates a lot of conflict. It creates sharp words and hurtful things and burdens. And then the Sun here being like, the Sun here being here, I cannot talk. The Sun being here is an indication that they make each other happy. I mean, they are showing up as King and Queen of Swords, King, Queen of Wands. But I don't know. I feel like they are a match on some levels, but then they must not be a match on others. Because I don't know, it's so weird. It's so weird. I'm not feeling a lot of harmony here, even though we have miracle. Maybe that's why it's going to take a miracle for these two to get along. Tell me about the King of Cups. They're so different. It's so Look, there's the Five of Wands again. Are you kidding me? With the Eight of Swords. Wow. The King of Swords. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I was wrong. Well, no, hold on. Let's see at the bottom of the deck. Then let's see. Five of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, the Tower. Okay. No. Let's keep the storyline the way it was. I was going to say this is the King of Swords, but then I'm like, no, wait a minute. This could be just how they see the King of Swords. Because there is potential that this could be the King of Swords. Let's just put that possibility out there. But whoever this person is, they're the ones that they may not realize that they come across like they're hiding a lot or they're keeping a lot. But there's a lot of conflict between these two. And I think part of the conflict is that these two don't trust each other, which could be why this person just prefers to keep things to themselves. This person may not understand why. Because you got to look at their throne. Even though they are a King of Cups, they look a little stoned. Look at their face, though. They're like all chill while their whole throne is tilting. So I feel like this person is almost unaware of emotional currents that are running between them. These two people don't have to have been married, but there is some sort of past between them. And while one person struggles to let go of the other, the other person doesn't understand this one. So there's a lot of conflict. Interestingly enough, with the Eight of Swords and the King of Swords, it's almost like one person feels like they fought the hardest to keep this together, and the other person didn't care. But in reality, we have the Five of Pentacles here. It's the person that keeps fighting for this also feels unworthy of this. That's why they fight for it. This somehow gives them a sense of validation. When they can win over whoever it is, because honestly at this point I'm confused as fuck who's who. Because they're crisscrossing. So we can tell you the traits of the people on each side, but I can't tell you who honestly is on which side because they keep crisscrossing. Either way. I do know one person has fought the hardest to continue this connection, to preserve this connection. And I feel like they're getting tired. They're at the point where they're like done. And now this person's like, okay, I don't want to let go. These could be exes that stayed friends and they're having a really hard time letting go of each other. Even though there is there's an intellectual, let's put it that way. There's an intellectual compatibility. And when it comes to passion, they're also compatible. So sexual, mental compatibility, cool. Emotional, not so much. This person's over here showing up as a King of Cups. This one showed up as a Page of Cups. Emotionally, they're on very different wavelengths. Not to mention earth energy. Queen of Swords showed up with the Knight of Pentacles. King of Swords did not show up even with the Page. They showed up with the 7. So I'm not saying that they don't put in energy, but not to the point where they can be identified as a court card in energy. So especially because the King of Swords showed up with the 8 of Swords, I would say the King of Swords is the one with the 5 of Pentacles. So it could be that the Queen of Swords has been, let's say if this is the Queen of Swords has fought the hardest to hold on to this connection. Whereas the King of Swords, honestly, I feel like they both don't feel worthy of each other, but in different ways. So if the Queen of Swords is the one that kept fighting and fighting and fighting for this connection, it gave her some sort of validation, right? That when this person accepts me, it means that I'm worthy. But ironically, this person, the King of Swords person, is showing up with all these insecurities So they keep pushing the Queen of Swords away, feeling that they are unworthy of the connection with her. So it's like their trauma matched up to play a boxing match. Let's look at the future, because honestly, the future is a lot brighter. I feel like as long as these two people learn to communicate, they could make it work. There's a lot of potential here, but it's a struggle. That's it's gonna take a miracle. Okay, I'm just kidding. I think one of the reasons that this card came out is because it might feel like a miracle when you make an actual impact or difference in other people's lives. But something that kept being reiterated over and over with this is that to manifest something, you have to set the intention and then follow through. So if these two people want to make this work, they have to have a conversation and say, okay, we both are going to set the intention that we are going to be in harmony. We both are going to set the intention that we're going to communicate. We're not going to run. We're not going to push each other away. And then they have to do it, because the future looks a lot more brighter. Tell me about the Wheel of Fortune. Let's see. Tell me about the Wheel of Fortune. We got the Three of Pentacles. See? So Three of Pentacles indicates they have a foundation. They've built some sort of foundation. It's not hopeless. Oh. Ace of Wands, Five of Cups, Three of Cups. Okay. The foundation is that attraction, the passion. It's not much of a foundation, though. But it's like there's some sort of lesson here in the sense that they both feel like, why can't I walk away from you then? Why can't I leave this the fuck alone? So we stay friends over and over. So something keeps happening over and over. Maybe they start off as friends and then they get sexually involved and then they start having all these problems and they pull away. Then they come back together. Oh, let's just keep it friendly. And they start having sex again. You know, there's some sort of cycle going on here. Tell me about the Ten of Cups. See, got the Two of Swords. So whoever, they might both be coming off indecisive to each other. The thing is, neither one of them is indecisive. With the Tower, with the Tower, it's the fact that nobody, I don't even know how to phrase this, because I feel like they're both waiting for the other to make the first move. I think both people are really afraid of being vulnerable. Even though we have the King of Cups here, there's a lot of conflict between them. So I think even the King of Cups prefers to keep their emotions to themselves. This is a difficult connection. But with the Tower, something's going to shift. It didn't come out here, though. So there's the potential for something to shift. But I think that the potential for something to shift still needs their help, their cooperation. Tell me about the Hierophant. Wow. Okay. Six of Wands, Ten of Swords, Ace of Swords, the Fool. Well, ultimately, there's a couple of ways this could go. There's a couple of ways this could go. Either one, they get their shit together and they work together to get to a much better place, which there's the potential for that. Or there's the potential that this much better place comes from them walking away from each other and forming connections with other people. But the fact that they've continued trying and that's not happening tells me that I don't think that they're done with each other. Communication is coming. That's how you'll know. If this is for you, you'll know in the sense that both people are going to be very clear. Because there's the Ace of Swords with the Eight of Wands here. They're both going to be very clear about, like, let's just put our cards on the table. And it's gonna take both people taking a leap of faith of trusting the other. Instead of constantly pulling back, they have to trust each other if they want this to move forward. If not, it just never will. Either, because even if they try to move forward without this person, if they don't properly end this connection, if they don't learn the lessons they're supposed to learn from this connection, they're going to continue coming back. Or they're just going to find the same lesson in someone else. They'll find someone who's exactly like this person, even if initially they don't start off that way. So if you want a miracle, you have to set the intention to receive a miracle. Okay? So that's what I got for you guys. Hopefully this gave you some clarity and some insight, and I will see you on the other side. Bye-bye.